Hello everyone. Today we will see new unit, that is unit number 2, and that is solution. This unit is important for numerical based question. And in board exam, weightage for this particular unit is with option it is for 6 marks and without option it is for 4 marks. So in this lecture, we will discuss on introduction of solution and types of solution. So let us see important concepts in solution first. So in 11th standard, we have studied what is meant by mixture. And you know that mixture is a combination of two or more than two non-reactive substances. Important word is what? Non-reactive substances in any proportion. That is called as a mixture. For example, air. Air is a mixture of oxygen, nitrogen and some inert gases such as argon in a trace amount. So, air is a mixture of gases. Rocks. These are also the mixture of two or more minerals. So mixture is a combination of two or more non-reactive substances in any proportion. And these mixtures are of two types: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Now in case of homogeneous mixture, mixing of component is uniform. Mixing of component is uniform. That means what? Homogeneous is the most important. And homogeneous means what? If the composition and properties of entire mixture is same or uniform, then it is called as a homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture म्हणजे काय? तर if the composition and properties of the any portion of this mixture is same, then it is called as what? Homogeneous mixture. And heterogeneous mixture means what? If the mixing of component is not uniform. For example, if you add sand in water, then at the bottom sand settle down and water remain on it. So that means it does not get mixed. So it is a heterogeneous mixture. But if you add sugar in water, then a homogeneous mixture is formed. The composition of the mixture is uniform. Then it is called as a homogeneous mixture. See here. Here, if you take any portion from this container, this particular mixture contains two components. If you take this portion, upper portion of this mixture, then it also contains two green particles and two blue particles. If you take the bottom portion of this mixture, then also the proportion of these two components is same. If you take this part of the mixture, then also the proportion is same. That means composition of the mixture and properties of the mixture is same, and that is called as what? Homogeneous. Mixing of component is uniform throughout the mixture, then it is called as a homogeneous mixture. But here, in case of heterogeneous mixture, see here the mixing of component is not uniform. If you take the lower portion of this mixture, then it contains only the green particles. And if you take the upper portion of this mixture, then you get what? Only the blue particles are there. So it is a heterogeneous mixture. That means what? Composition of this mixture is not uniform. So this is the difference between homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Now, solution is a homogeneous mixture, and homogeneous mixtures are classified according to size of their constituent particle as a colloids and true solution. Homogeneous mixtures, these are on the basis of size of constituent particle, these are classified as a colloids and true solution. So true solutions means those solution in which the solute particles, the size of this solute particle is very small. You cannot observe the solute particles by naked eye. Then such a solutions are homogeneous mixtures are called as a true solution. And the particle size is less than 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter. Whereas if the particle size is greater than 10 raised to minus 5 centimeter, then we can observe the particles by our naked eye. And such a solutions are called as a suspension. If you add soil in water, you can observe the particles of soil by naked eye. So such a solutions are called as a suspensions. And if you add sugar in water, you cannot observe the particles. So it is an example of true solution. And if you add a starch powder in water, then the starch particles or powder is suspended in the solution. So such a solutions are called as a colloidal solution, and the particle size is in between 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter to 10 raised to minus 5 centimeter. या दोघांच्या रेंज मधली जी 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter to 10 raised to minus 5 centimeter. Particle size is in between these two, in between true solution and colloidal solution, that are called as a true solution, and suspension, that is called as a colloidal solution. So solution means a homogeneous mixture of two or more pure substances whose concentration can be varied within certain limit, then it is called as a solution. Remember here, solution is what? Homogeneous mixture. That means composition or the component is uniform throughout the substance. So therefore it is called as a homogeneous mixture. So solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two pure substances, and its concentration can be varied within certain limit, that is called as a solution. True solutions, this contain or consist of solvent and one or more solute. True solution consists of solvent and one or more solute. The solvent means what? Solvent is a substance or component that can dissolve component of solution which is present in a large quantity as compared to the solute. Then it is called as what? Solvent, and in which solute can dissolve, which has the capability to dissolve the solute, that is called as a solvent. And solute means a substance that dissolves in solvent and which is present in a small quantity or in a less quantity as compared to solvent. So solute is the component of the solution which is present in a less quantity as compared to solvent and which get dissolved in a solvent, that is called as a solute. For example, see here, It is a copper sulfate. Copper sulfate, when you add in water, then it gets dissolved and forms copper sulfate solution. Now here copper sulfate is solute. When you add it in water, water is present in a large quantity. So water is a solvent. And when solute get dissolved in a solvent, then forms a homogeneous mixture that is called as a copper sulfate solution. Now if you take this copper sulfate solution, then it contains water molecules and copper sulfate, particles of copper sulfate. So the composition is uniform and particle size is very small. You cannot separate the particle of water and the copper sulfate by your naked eyes, and therefore it is a homogeneous mixture. It is a true solution. It is an example of what? True solution. So depending upon the number of components, solutions are classified as binary solution, ternary solution and quaternary solution. Binary solutions means solutions in which only two components are present. आता आपण जे एक्झाम्पल बघितलं ते कॉपर सल्फेट सोल्युशन. It contains only two components, copper sulfate and water. So it is an example of binary solution. Sugar dissolved in water, example of binary solution. Salt dissolved in water, example of binary solution. So binary solutions contain only two components. One is solute, another one is solvent. Ternary solutions, it contains three components. If you add sugar and salt both in water, then total components are three. So it is an example of ternary solution. And if four components are there, then it is called as quaternary solution. Like this. Here it is an example of the binary solutions. Solute is dissolved in solvent. Solute is copper sulfate, water is solvent. Solution is therefore contain only solute and solvent. So only two components are there, and it is an example of true solution. So now depending upon physical state, you know that the solute as well as solvent can exist in solid state, in liquid state or in gaseous state. And depending upon the physical state of solute and solvent, there are 9 types of solution. And remember here that you know that just now you have studied solvent is present in a large quantity and solute is present in a smaller quantity. And therefore, the physical state of solvent is the physical state of solution. म्हणजे सॉल्व्हंट जर लिक्विड स्टेटमध्ये असलं तर सोल्युशन जे असणार ते सुद्धा लिक्विड स्टेटमध्ये. सॉल्व्हंटची फिजिकल स्टेट जर सॉलिड असेल तर सोल्युशनची फिजिकल स्टेटसुद्धा सॉलिड असणार आणि सॉल्व्हंटची फिजिकल स्टेट जर गॅस असेल तर सोल्युशनची फिजिकल स्टेटसुद्धा काय असणार? गॅस असणार, कारण ती लार्जर क्वांटिटीमध्ये आहे. सो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द फिजिकल स्टेट ऑफ सोल्यूट अँड सॉल्व्हंट there are 9 types of solution. आणि त्यामुळे मग मेन डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द फिजिकल स्टेट ऑफ सॉल्व्हंट 3 मेन टाइप्स ऑफ सोल्युशन्स आर सॉलिड सोल्युशन, लिक्विड सोल्युशन्स अँड गॅसियस सोल्युशन. आणि मग या सॉलिड सोल्युशनचे पुन्हा 3 पार्ट आहे. सॉलिड इन सॉलिड, सेकंड वन दॅट इज द लिक्विड इन सॉलिड अँड गॅस इन सॉलिड. अशी कॉम्बिनेशन्स किती होतात? 9 कॉम्बिनेशन्स. See here. Here the physical state of solute is solid and physical state of solvent is liquid. Then solution appears in a liquid state because state of solvent is liquid, which is in a large quantity, and state of the solute is solid. So solid in liquid. For example, sea water. Sea water मध्ये salts असतात dissolve झालेली. Or benzoic acid in benzene. Benzoic acid is a solid and when it is dissolved in benzene it forms a liquid. So here solid in liquid. Sugar in water, example of this type, solid in liquid. Then solid in solid. It is called as a solid solution because both are in a solid state. Solute is also in a solid state and solvent is also in a solid state. For example, metal alloys. You know that brass, which contain copper and zinc, or steel, or gold and copper. All these are the metal alloys. Examples of solid in solid. Both are in a solid state. Then solid in gas. It is an example of gaseous solution. Solid in gas. Smoke. That is carbon particles are present in air. So here solid in gas, or iodine in air, naphthalene in air, camphor in air. All these are the examples of solid in gas. Then fourth one, that is liquid in liquid. Both are in a liquid state. Larger quantity is also in a liquid state and smaller quantity, that is solute, is also in a liquid state. Example, gasoline, ethanol in water. These are the examples of what? Liquid in liquid. Then liquid in solid. Larger quantity is in a solid state, so appears in a solid state. And liquid is the solute. Amalgams of mercury with metals such as sodium or silver. Here mercury, you know that mercury exists in a liquid state. So solute is mercury and solvent is silver, like this. Then sixth one, that is liquid in gas. Liquid is a solute and gas is a solvent. So it is a gaseous solution. Example, chloroform in nitrogen. Nitrogen is a gas which is present in a larger quantity, and in that chloroform is present in a small quantity. Then gas in liquid, any carbonated water. Carbon dioxide is present in water. Therefore, gas in liquid, larger quantity is in a liquid state. Therefore, appears in a liquid state. Oxygen in water. Oxygen is dissolved in water. So, oxygen is a gas. It is dissolved in water. So, gas in liquid type of solution. Gas in solid. Adsorption of hydrogen in palladium is an example of nickel metal or platinum. That is an example of gas in solid. Gas is a solute and solvent is solid. So it is an example of solid solution. Then gas in gas. It is a solution of gaseous solution. Gas, both are in a gaseous state. Air, example of this type of solution. That is, it contains oxygen and nitrogen. So both are in a, here nitrogen is present in a larger quantity. Oxygen is present in a smaller quantity. So it is also an example of gas in gas. So these are what? The different types of solution. Depending upon the solvent, solutions are again of two types: aqueous solutions and non-aqueous solution. If solute is dissolved in water, water is a universal solvent that you know, then such a solutions are called as an aqueous solution. And if solute is dissolved in any other solvent other than water, such as benzene, then it is called as a non-aqueous solution. So depending upon the solvent which is used to prepare solution, solutions are of two types: aqueous solutions and non-aqueous solution. So the capacity, next part, that is capacity of solution, we will see next lecture. And thank you for watching this video.